Hello everyone, my name is Frayden, and this is going to be a walkthrough slash guide for the Ancient Gods Part 1. This is on the current patch, which is right after DLC 2 launched, so this one is the nerfed version, where they've gone back and made some fights slightly easier. They have said that they are going to retouch it again, so I may, down the line, redo this video entirely or just upload a second one to go along with this one. But we're going to do current patch for now. I'm going to assume that everybody at least knows like the basics of quick swapping and all that stuff before we go into this. At least if you're attempting Ultra Nightmare on DLC, I would hope so. Some of this is going to be set strategies, others is just going to be generalized tips and talking about spawn orders and things. The first tip is just make sure that you change all your stuff to what you like when you come in. Boot up the DLC for the first time. This beginning is real easy. It's just 2 soldiers, a Mancubus, and then you have 2 Revenants and some more soldiers. So we're just gonna take care of them in standard fashion. You can charge up a D-Blade here if you want and one-shot this. I'm gonna go ahead and get a chainsaw now. And I'm gonna get some armor stacking going. I need to get a blood punch, because we don't have one of those. It's always nice to have one on standby. Who did I miss? One soldier. This beginning bit, it's all very easy. Like right here we have a Dread Knight, and then we have... Wait, wow, you didn't die to that? Well, he dies to that, right? But we're gonna do full charge D-Blade here as well. Him. Pick up fuel. And then we have a Hell Knight and some more soldiers right here. This has also been nerfed, so there's not a lot going on. Now, this next room, there's 2 soldiers that jump up immediately when you go out to the crate on the left and the right. There's an Arachnotron that spawns down in the middle. You have 2 Cyber Mancubus that spawn on both staircase. When you kill one of the Cyber Mancs, you're going to then spawn 2 Caco Demons. And then when both Cyber Mancs and both Caco Demons are dead, you get 2 Arachnotrons. We have 3 fuel, so we're going to get a chainsaw in here somewhere. Probably the Arachnotron, just because we use some D-Blade and things in here. Pop the turret first, though. Going to take out the Cyber Mancubus over here on the stairs in standard fashion with a Ice Bomb, Meat Hook, Blood Punch SSG. Is a good combo to use. If you do not have an Ice Bomb, you can do the same combo with a Frag on the other Mancubus. I like getting rid of Caco Demons first, though. They're more of a pain. Just gonna combo it because he's got all that stuff right there. Anyway, same combo, but with a Frag. Now we have the 2 Arachnotrons. Like taking out both turrets first. Trying to get him into Blood Plunge range. Or not Blood Plunge, Rekill. Okay. This next room is just 2 regular soldiers, 2 shield soldiers, and a Mancubus. It's also not much to worry about. Like that. Make sure, even if you're full armor, that you're always doing your flame belts just to get stack on the ground. It's nice to always have some on standby in case you get hit. We're gonna do another chainsaw right here, most likely, and get some more armor. Then this across the way, just pop the turret. And then we have just this Arachnotron and a Mancubus and then some fodder. We're coming up on the first arena, though. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get one more chainsaw in here, too, but I want him to get away first. The turrets in here have been nerfed In general, not just DLC 1, they've been nerfed for DLC 2 as well. You used to have to shoot them twice or ice bomb, like shoot them once and then wait for them to come back up, shoot them again, or ice bomb them. Now they stay up for a set amount of time before they go back down, so you can do a quick shot combo of just like a PB ballista or something, or if you want to be really lazy, you can do double sticky bombs, because sticky bombs do precision damage as well, like so. And we will try and restack a bit. Alright, so this is the first real arena. There are 4 turrets in it. The turrets have to be killed before the fight can end. Things will just keep spawning until all 4 turrets are dead. There's 2 right at the beginning that we can pop. There's also going to be a Hell Knight and a Revenant that are chasing you immediately from the beginning, but you can generally take out the first 2 turrets before they catch up. It's usually the Hell Knight that gets there first. Once that's dead, we're going to go across and get one of the other turrets, the 3rd one, and then we're going to have to double back because there's going to be a Cyber Mancubus that spawns behind us, and then around the corner will be a regular Mancubus and the final turret. And then once all of that is dead, we get 3 Arachnotrons and 2 Whiplashes. And then that is the end of the first fight, because we will be coming back in here a second time. Like I said, you can do this if you want, or you can just double sticky if you're being lazy, but I missed because I hit the box, because I'm good. Hell Knight. Here's our Revenant boy. We'll just glory kill him to get our punch back. Here's the 3rd turret. Now we come around this way. This is where the Cybermech's going to be. Standard kill. And we can lift back up around this corner. Take out both Mancubus weak points. Then we're going to get this turret. And then after we finish off this Mancubus, it's when we get 3 Cacos. Or no, that's when we come back, my bad. We get the 3 Arachnotrons and the 2 Whiplashes. Doing something I don't normally do right now. Normally I avoid the center of arenas as much as I possibly can, and I try to play around the outside. Because if you go around arenas in circles, you kind of keep things stacked in the middle, and they'd why are you running from me? You kind of keep things stuck in the middle, and then you can kind of approach it however you want to, like on your own terms, I guess, as you say. Which is always nice. Chainsaw one more time, so we have full ammo before the 2nd encounter starts. Okay, so the 2nd encounter, which we're saving that quad damage for, by the way, if you're wondering why that's there. The 2nd encounter, you get 2 Revenants and 2 Mancubus at the start. When you kill 2 of any of those, I believe it's any of those. It may be both Mancubus or both Revenants, but I think it's just 2 of either of the 4. You're going to have 2 Hell Knights spawn. When the Hell Knights and all the Revenants and the Mancubus are dead, you then get the triple Cacos that I mentioned before, and then after the triple Cacos, you get 2 Barons. The 2 Barons are what I usually save the quad damage for. You can take the quad damage and then kill them both with a single lock-on rocket burst. But we are going to start with the D-Blade out here, because a full charge D-Blade will instant kill this first Revenant that jumps up. Yep. And we kill this guy, if I could do my quick swap combos correctly and not miss. So I believe now we have the Hell Knights that are coming. Not yet? Oh yeah, there they are. It's one of them. If you'd like, you can kill them any way you want. I like bullying them with chain gun shield sometimes. So we need to restack a little bit before we start this next phase with the Cacos. We just have that single Revenant to take care of now, but we're going to avoid him for now. just do some restacking. Okay, that should be enough. Actually, I should get a chainsaw first as well, just to make sure I'm completely ready. Is there an imp? Yeah, there he is. Okay. And we're keeping that last blood punch. So now we have the 3 Kakos. Easiest way is just sticky bomb 3 times. Ideally, don't walk into their blast like I did, because I'm dumb. There's the Barons. Alright, so what we're gonna do is you come back here to this box. Or no, actually, I think it might be this box. Alright, well. You know what, we're just gonna do it without quad damage. If you really need it, just do the jump puzzle for the quad damage. That's one Baron bullied. Get some restack because we got a little low. I don't even actually know what hit me, to be honest. Okay. It's both Barons. Now we're going to restack at the end because we should just have fodder now. Nice. Should be a shield soldier around here, I think. I don't think I killed too many of those. Maybe I did. Ah, that was it. Okay. So this next room we have 3 Lost Souls and a Dread Knight. It's a joke fight. But after that we have a Marauder, which I will try to one-cycle combo. You can kill a Marauder like standard, but if you know any one-cycle combos, it just makes it quicker if you manage to do it. I don't always manage to do them, but I also think they're fun, so I focused on those. If you don't know, one of the strongest one-cycle combos that is just very easy to do, it's just all timing based. You put on Arbalist, you falter with Arbalist, and you shoot a frag at the same time. You swap to lock-on rockets, start holding your lock-on, shoot the second frag, and then you double lock-on burst. If you've spaced the 2 frags correctly, you will get a instant kill before he gets out of the falters. If you did not, then you'll only get the 1 lock-on burst on him, but the double frag 2 lock-on burst plus the Arbalist shot usually makes him very low that like 1 Ballista SSG cycle will kill him. So it's always good to go for it, even if you don't land it. So he recovered a little bit too fast there, but yeah, 1 Ballista, 1 SSG after that, and he's gone. I'm gonna switch back because I prefer D-Blade. Next, we just have 2 turrets and an Arachnotron and some soldiers that jump up here. None of this is very hard to deal with. Anybody that's playing through DLC should be able to deal with any of this, no problem. Take the turret. Just do that. Turn this off, and then I'm going to do close range SSG BB cycle. This is a very quick way to take out an Arachnotron. Standard Cybermech bully. Okay, the punch, it's fine. They'll just do 1 more chainsaw just because. Is there a soldier? Yeah. Alright, so this next arena after we jump across, we have like 5 soldiers, 2 Arachnotrons and a Cybermech. That is not very hard at all either. And I missed the jump. I'm just gonna have to wait for that to cycle, because I'm pretty sure I don't have time. Maybe I have time. Now I don't. Maybe if I didn't hesitate, I had time. When we do the Cybermech in this, though, we are going to do the frag version of it rather than the ice bomb version. Because after that, when you get towards that bridge, you have 2 Carcass and an Archvile that jumps up. The Archvile, we are going to Ice Bomb a double lock-on burst to kill. And if you didn't know, a single charge, like where the D-Blade has the 3 charges when it's fully mastered, a single charge kills all Carcass and Shield Soldiers. So we're going to do that into Ice Bomb lock-on bursts. First, we're going to take out all these soldiers with some PB dry swaps. Then over here, we're going to have the Arachnotron. There's another one. Did he go? I think he went around. He did. We're going to do PB Ballista from here. Now, Frag, Meat Hook, Blood Punch, SSG. And then single charge D-Blade. Then we're going to time our Ice Bomb and double lock on. I love how he was able to hit me even though he was frozen. Some weird things in this game. So when we go across here, we have 3 Revenants and a Mancubus. The first one spawns right there. I recommend not going too far down. Okay. That Revenant lived way longer than I thought he was. I recommend not going too far down this way until all the Revenants are done, because the Mancubus will be right here. If I could aim, that would be nice. Okay. We have... Okay, well, we're gonna chainsaw. Just need some ammo. We're gonna wait for our chainsaw to recharge, because we want 3 fuel before we go into the next big arena. We stack a little bit right here. So try not to chainsaw after you get this fuel. You don't actually have to do the jump puzzle right here. You can just jump, dash once. Okay. I am sucking the platforming right now, but you double jump, dash once, hit the bar again, do your jump, dash again, jump, and you're up here. Now we're going to Flame Belch, put some armor stack on the ground, hopefully. Get a glory kill just for some more HP. That for some more armor. Okay, so the way that I do this arena is right off the bat you have a Baron that I like to do a frag and full charge D-Blade to, just to really damage him, get a big alpha strike. After he dies, a second Baron will spawn, along with a Cyber Mancubus. There's a third chainsaw fuel, like right behind where the first Baron comes out of the portal. I like grabbing that third chainsaw fuel and then going and chainsawing the Cybermank just to get my ammo back and get him off the table. And that way I can use my Ice Bomb to deal with the second Baron. Because you can Ice Bomb, frag, and then triple lock-on burst will instant kill a Baron. When both of the Barons are down, then you get double Cacos into a Pain Elemental. Then once all of that's done, you will get a Doom Hunter. Actually, I think the Doom Hunter spawns when both Cacos are dead. But that's the general gist, and that's the order. So you can see it in practice now. He's down. Got a little too close, actually. Shouldn't have done that. Alright, so now we can focus on Mr. Baron right here. Throw our other frag, triple lock-on burst. Then we got our Cacos. Combo one, glory kill the other. And a Pain Elemental will die to 3 rounds of PB into Ballista Shot. I'm gonna get some more stack up, and we're buying time for our Ice Bomb as well, which is nearly up. I think I heard it pop up, so we're gonna go for the kill now, which is Ice Bomb, SSG, Blood Punch, SSG. Oh, that normally dismounts him. Then you do a lock-on burst, and he is killed. And that's the end of this arena, which is one of the harder ones here in the first level. I'm gonna go ahead and get a chainsaw as well. Okay. A single charge on the D-Blade will also kill all regular fodder as well. It's not just Carcass and Shield Soldiers. And now we have another Marauder in this next room, and we are going to go for another one cycle. Again, Arbalist into frag. He got his shield up again, that's fine. Even if you can't get the one cycle, it's nice just to kill him quickly. Okay, so this next arena has double Arachnotron, and then when you kill the first Arachnotron, a Hell Knight starts spawning, plus there's two Hell Knights that start spawning. One's right next to the first Arachnotron, and then you get two Prowlers when the Hell Knight dies, and then a Pain Elemental comes shortly after with two Caco Demons. Once all of that is dead, you get a Baron into a Tyrant, and then there's a quad damage in this arena now too. It used to be a haste, it's a quad damage now. I usually just pick up the quad damage and use it to do a single lock-on burst to the Baron, and then a Tyrant dies to a frag plus lock-on burst when you have the quad damage. And it's the same thing as the other arenas before. We're going to go in circles and just look for opportunities. Okay, here's one of the Hell Knights. Now we're gonna have Prowlers start spawning in. Because the Hell Knight died. So we're going to take out that one. We're looking for the other Arachnotron turret, which we're going to take out now. The Pain Elemental is up along with the other stuff, I think. No, not yet. I thought I saw it, but it might have just been a Prowler teleport. Alright, we are a little low though, so we're going to look to restack before we start the next part of this fight. Again, just going out around in circles, looking for opportunities to do things. Got this cyber zombie that's alone. Some health here. Alright, so we're basically stacked enough to go forward with this fight. So now there should be a Pain Elemental spawning right up here. We're going to do the PB Ballista cycles to it. Now we have two Cacos. The Cacos we are going to do sticky bombs on because we're a little low. That one, got that one. And now we're going to have a Baron. And this is when we go for the quad. Boom. Now the Tyrant spawns up here, throw a frag, lock on, he's dead. Now we're gonna clean up the carcasses, and there should be two more Arachnotrons. That was a misfire on the ballista. I don't know if anybody caught that, but it didn't shoot. The sound played, but no projectile came out. I actually thought he was dead, being perfectly honest. Okay, I remember it being 2 Arachnotrons, but this is the nerfed version. There may not actually be 2 now. At the end. Where's that shooting coming from? There's 1 fodder left that's stopping me from ending this room. Where is he? We get a bugged spawn. Okay. Yeah, we must have got a bug spawn because it finally went through and just killed him, I think. That's 2 issues that happened right in that one room. We had the Ballista misfire and then that poor boy. There is the Slayer Gate over here. The first Slayer Gate's not too bad, but these walkthroughs and guides are aimed more at people's first time going through, and I don't think it's worth it for your first time to do all the Slayer Gates, so we skip those. I also have a guide for the base game, and it's the same thing in the base game. We didn't do Slayer Gates. There's no point to doing the secret encounters either, because they just give skins, and I would assume you've already done those on Nightmare. We are going to use a BFG in here, but not because the room is bad, but because there is a free BFG down here, and we don't want to waste it. Might as well use it. So we're gonna do this. You do the standard combo on them, and then you wait about a second, and then you shoot the BFG. I didn't actually know you could fall down here before getting the suit. It's actually kind of funny. Alright. So now we go get our suit. And we'll pick up this armor back here just because we're low. Then we'll get our BFG shot back. The next little area is just 2 shield soldiers and some regular soldiers and a fodder. There's nothing special to be done here. I usually just like grenading and belching. And getting off a chainsaw for the last one, even though I don't think we really needed anything. This next arena is 2 Cybermancubus, and then 2 Carcass. When you kill one of the Cybermancubus, I believe it's just one, it might be both, you get 2 Hell Knights that come. Or they may actually be just spawned in at the beginning of the wave, and I just never noticed them because of the route that I take. But it's 2 Cybermancs, 2 Carcass, 2 Hell Knights. I like taking out both Cybermancs. One with the Ice Bomb combo, and then obviously one with the Frag combo. And then after we do that, I like focusing on both Carcasses because I find them way more annoying than the 2 Hell Knights. When you take out all the Carcass, all the Hell Knights, all the Cybermancs, you get a Pain Elemental. When the Pain Elemental dies, the buff totem spawns along with 2 Arachnotrons, and then when you kill one of the Arachnotrons, the final thing of the encounter spawns in, which is Baron. But that's the general spawn order. And now you can see how I play out the fight. I just do this one off the bat. Well, that was unfortunate because Mr. Carcass here messed up my Blood Punch, so now we have to delay that strategy just a little bit. Need to find 2 fodder, I mean, so we can get our Blood Punch back. I'm actually just gonna kill the other Carcass if I get a chance as well. Okay, so now we can do what we intended to do. Now we have 2 Hell Knights left, Luckily, they kind of lined up for us. We can just do double lock-ons. Then we have right here that. We're gonna hit this. And then I advise breaking both Arachnotron turrets first, just because when you actually kill one, the Baron comes in. And we like to restack and stuff first. Alright, so now the Baron's gonna be coming in. Get some restack. We should. We don't quite have enough rockets, so I am gonna chainsaw this man. We are going to do the Ice Bomb combo to this Baron as well. Ice Bomb, Frag, triple lock on. Now we just have fodder to clean up. I will probably hit another chainsaw here too, just to top off. Okay. Make sure you switch back to D-Blade if you're following my strategies, because we are going to use it in this next room. In the next room, there is a turret, 2 Revenants, a Cybermech. That's all there is to worry about. If you line up the D-Blade at the beginning, you can kill both Revenants right off the bat, and then we just kill the turret and then the Cybermechibus. It's both of them. Just go ahead and pop the soldiers too. Kill the turret. Then we prepare to combo our Mancubus, our Cybermechibus. Then if you need anything, you can just Flame Belch, Sticky Bomb there to kill a bunch of them. Now we are moving on to the underwater section. This first spot is a singular Mancubus. That's kind of a pain though, because he's behind a door. When he busts through the door, stuff can block you from killing his turrets. This door right here. Now, this next little encounter is 2 shield soldiers and a regular soldier, and then there's a turret in the background along with 2 Dread Knights and then 2 carcasses and a tyrant. So what we're going to do is 1 charge D-Blade the 2 shield boys. We're going to take out the turret. We're going to rocket PB both Dread Knights if we can, and then we're going to go to the other end of the hall and start pre-charging a D-Blade, a full charged one, and throw an ice bomb and try to time it so that it freezes them as they spawn in. And then we shoot the D-Blade down. It'll heavily damage the tyrant since he's frozen, and it'll kill the 2 carcasses outright. And then you just have a single tyrant to clean up, which a lone tyrant is not really much of a threat at all. I missed. There we go. Alright, so the Dread Knight blocked my little shot here. And then on top of me just sucking at aiming. Alright, we're shooting the ice bomb. Boom. Just combo down the tyrant. We did not. We actually killed the encounter so quick that none of the zombies spawned for us to chainsaw, which is unfortunate. This next spot can be a little troll. It's just 2 Revenants and 2 turrets, but they spawn the Revenants to start shooting at you before you get all the way up to the top, which is pretty trolly. But generally what I do is I meat hook over to them, and then I hit them up with a full charge D-Blade. There's a full heal right here if you did not know. Alright, so get ready for the memes. Get him with want that full charge. If you angle it right, you can actually get one of the turrets as well. But I did not. We're gonna go ahead and chainsaw again. Just to make sure our ammo's topped off. And we'll armor stack just a little bit. So this is the final encounter of the first level. It starts with double Marauder, and then after the double Marauder we get 2 Mancubus that spawn. One's right here, one's right here. There's a Cybermank that spawns up here, and another one over here somewhere. There's also a 3rd Mancubus up top. And then around the time that you're getting up here and you kill the first Cybermank, there's going to be... It's either 2 or 3 Arachnotrons that spawn in. And then when that Cybermank does die, there's a Hell Knight that spawns here, and another Hell Knight that spawns over here somewhere. I don't remember exactly. Once you've killed all of that, then you get a wave of 3 Pinkies and 4 Prowlers, I want to say it is. And then you get double Baron and double Carcass, and then the absolute final is double Tyrant. You can use a BFG in here at some point because there is a BFG ammo up there. I usually use it on the double Tyrant phase, not because they're hard, it's just because they're tanky and it allows me to kill them quicker. Another good candidate is to use it during the double Barons, if you prefer to use it there, or if you just ever get into a panic situation, find a spot where you can like go up here and then just shoot it all the way across the room to wipe out everything. But we're gonna try and save it for the double Tyrant. With the double Marauder here at the start, just don't do anything fancy. Do regular Ballista SSG stuff if you want. Whenever you falter one of them as they run at you, drop a frag just to get some extra damage in. When one of them dies, then the fight becomes a lot easier, obviously, because then it just becomes a standard Marauder fight and he's probably already going to be damaged. But the biggest thing for this is look behind you every now and then to make sure that you're not cornering yourself somewhere. So like just periodically look back. This, I'm looking back. This is not a good spot to fight, so I'm going to keep moving. You don't want to fight them on slopes if you can avoid it. Oh, we just got clocked. So now that we got clocked, we are going to play very safe and just stack up. This is a good spot. Okay, summon the wolf. That's going to be the first priority to take out as soon as we see it. Oh, now we have 2 wolves. It's fine. Alright. I'm going to drop back down and find another good spot. That was a little surprise. Okay, so this is a good spot to fight them. It's wide open. There's nothing right behind us. One of them should be getting about dead, but we're going to need to get a chainsaw off here. Again, we're just going in circles, looking for opportunities. Here's one dead. Alright, that's both dead. So now we have 2 Mancubus. One's going to spawn right here. Probably help if I could aim. Now we have a Cybermank. I'm going to take out in the standard fashion. And then a Hell Knight. Then there's going to be a 3rd Mancubus up here. There's the other Cybermank. And then there is an Arachnotron. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play this slow. Go in circles around the room. Make sure we're taking out weak points. Just looking for opportunities to do things. Take stuff out. There's the other Hell Knight. We're going to deal with him since he showed up. Let's see. We do not have Ice Bomb, but we do have Frag, so we're going to try the combo here. Right, that takes care of him. Now we just have, 2 Arachnotrons and a Mancubus. We are lacking a Blood Punch. So that's going to be our first order of business here, is trying to pick up a Blood Punch. It's a little hairy right there, so I brought out the chain gun shield just to make sure we weren't going to get memed on. Same thing right here. Okay, so now we just start killing. Now we should have the Prowlers and Pinky phase. I believe it's 4 Prowlers, 2 Pinkies. I'm gonna do a chain gun right here again. If you don't know how to do the instant chain gun, I don't remember if I've said it. When you glory kill or do a chainsaw, at the end of the animation, start holding right click and spamming your chain gun button. Getting a little more stack here. I like to get the Prowlers before the Pinkies. The Pinkies are usually not that big of a deal. The Prowlers, on the other hand, can be a very big pain in the ass. So I'm just doing circles, looking for them. There's one right there, but he's currently with all the other stuff. There's one. I'm gonna restack right there because there's a lot of stuff. Alright, so now we just have the Pinkies. And since they're currently lined up, we are going to Blood Punch and then SSG the other. And now we just have fodder to clean up before the Baron phase. And remember, the Baron phase is going to be 2 Barons and 2 Carcass. Still something left alive somewhere. Shield boy. Okay, here we go. Ice bomb. Oh, we don't have it. That's fine. We'll just do a little bit of this. But then we want to start looking for Carcass, because they are the thing that will honestly kill you in this phase. Shield bash from fodder just to get some restack there. Alright, so both Carcass are dead. Now we can focus on the Barons. There's a couple little guys stacked up there. Again, just taking it slow. I'm going to charge up a D-Blade if we can. We got hit there, but it did take out one Baron. Go. Now we have the double tyrant, which we're just gonna BFG up in the air there. We do not have a blood punch, so I would like to try and get one of those. Okay. Now, a good way to deal with these two is just go up in the air versus them, like Meat Hook can do this. Just get some damage in, move when you need to. If you ever get surrounded by fodder, just do some sticky bombs or chain gun bash them. Go back up. Don't forget to use your frags as well. Alright, that's both of them dead. Now we just clean up fodder and the fight's done. Honestly, don't know why I chainsawed right there. The fight's over. Okay, make sure you pick up the BFG ammo before you move on if you used one. That is the end of the first level. I need to take a quick bathroom break, but there will be a timestamp to skip to the next section, so I will be back in a few minutes. Alright, I am back. So now we will get into Blood Swamps, which seems to be the level that a lot of people have problems with, but we have some pretty good strategies for most of the arenas. At the beginning here, you have a couple fodder, a Mancubus, a second Mancubus across on another platform, a giant tentacle, and Revenant. What we're going to do is kill the first Mancubus, kill some of the fodder. We're going to use one of the soldiers to meat hook across and chainsaw the other Mancubus.
That is not, sir, what Dr. Hayden, the Seraphim, has requested of us.
Alright, so here we go. We're going to meat hook across, chainsaw this Mancubus, start charging a D-Blade, and then PB, because that instantly kills the giant tentacles. Now we just have some of this here fodder and the Revenant to deal with. Just restacking a bit with the flaming meat hook into PB strategy. Now for this, we have a pinky after we kill some of this fodder, and then it's a marauder. Just clean up all these with some precision bolt shots if you can. I just jump over this pinky and shoot him in the back. Swap to Arbalist and stand right here, and we're gonna go for another one cycle attempt. Didn't get it, a little bit too slow. Let your dog. But, as I said before, even if you mess it up, the lock-on burst makes him super low. I'm going to do a little more restacking here. So the one thing that you do miss out on when you skip these Slayer Gates is a support rune. But there is a free one right here in Blood Swamps. So if you're doing it for your first time, I recommend just not doing the Slayer Gate and taking this one right here. I like the part breaking. I think that one is the most consistent because it falters. You come up here, there's going to be 3 imps that jump up, just do like a flame belch sticky combo. Get some restack. That one was a troll. It's okay, there's going to be a single imp. Now, right here we're going to have a Cybermank jump up, and there are some tentacles down here. You can, if you're very quick, just grab the radiation suit and go straight into the water. He will sometimes still slam you though, so we're just going to play safe, and we're going to do a frag combo because there's a Baron when we get over here, and we want the ice bomb for him. Okay, let me take the suit. If you do get hit, there is some armor right there, if you need it. You can also just grab that armor if you skip. It probably won't put you all the way back, but there's a Baron right here. We're going to do easy bully strat of Ice Bomb, Frag, triple lock on. Then chainsaw to get some of our ammos back. There's nothing really to say here about this part. Just a single Mancubus after we press the button. Alright. He's gonna talk, so I'm gonna pause. Now, right here, you can go left or right. I recommend going left first because I believe left is the harder side, so if you're gonna die, it's most likely on the left side, and it's better to go to the harder side first because if you're gonna die anyway, you might as well waste less time. So go left first. The whole little first section, I'm gonna have to talk about real fast because we have to just kind of go. You can skip everything and then just go straight to the Buff Totem Marauder, and that's what we're gonna try to do. You can play it slow if you want and do the fights. It's just a bunch of fodder. There's like one turret. a single whiplash at the beginning, and then a single Kako, and then a second turret. But we're just going to do skip to get to the Buff Totem Marauder. And since the stuff follows you, I'm going to talk about the Buff Totem Marauder right now. If you ice bomb the totem before he comes out, like the second before, then you get a little bit of time with an unbuffed Marauder, like enough to do one cycle. You can do a one cycle combo if you're lucky in that time frame, but he has to come to you very quickly. Otherwise, you're just going to get like one Ballista SSG Ballista combo. I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's necessary, but if you have problems, that's an advantage that you can do.
The entrance to the Father's tomb, which, according to our data, should be on the crest of a mountain just beyond this altar.
Pop him just for a little bit more armor. So what we're going to do is we hook up here. Then we skip this. Then I usually kill the turret just because it's annoying. And then we try to meat hook swing off the Kako. Did not get it, so we'll just have to fight it. It's fine. We'll wait for Butch. Grab the armor, so now we just have to go because the buff totem. I like swinging off of this Prowler if he lets me, like that. And then we are gonna fight Mr. Buff Totem. I still like starting this fight off with an Arbalist. Whew. He did the weird thing where he gets faltered, but the swing still goes off anyway. That's a little sketchy. But like I said, you can ice bomb this if you really want to. This upcoming part's going to be the introduction of spirits. And for spirits, they don't actually have more HP. What they have is damage resistance, and each demon has differing amounts of damage resistance to each weapon type. This first one is a Hell Knight, so you can just lock on burst it twice. Always make sure that you have at least 75 plasma ammo before you go to kill a spirit, because that's exactly how much it takes to dispel it. But this is going to be just a possessed Hell Knight into possessed, or not possessed. It's a possessed Hell Knight into like 4 imps and a Mancubus. And one thing I just forgot to mention, as I talked about, they have the damage resistance, but they still take full damage from both frags and blood punch. Frags are nice because you can actually stop them with the microwave beam still, even when they're possessed. Even though they don't falter or freeze to anything else, you can still stop them with microwave beam and throw frags. And you can also blood punch them, but I do not advise blood punching because they're just going to smack you right back since they don't falter. But blood punch does do full damage, just as frags do. But this is simple enough. This first one you can just double lock on. Oh, well. We're just going to have to leave him alone for a second because we got memed with the rockets. No, that's a good tip actually right here. If you have to do that kind of thing, there's enemies around when you're dispelling the spirit, just ice bomb them. It'd help if my aim was not terrible and I wasn't getting hit by every imp fireball. So we're gonna just stack up a bit. The next fight's relatively easy. We have a turret, an Arachnotron, a Hell Knight, and then when you hit the button you have a Tentacle and a Doom Hunter. Just take care of all this one thing at a time, starting with the turret. That's what I usually like to just pop. I missed. Pop the turret. And I just like doing PB SSG cycles here. We have another turret right here. And I am like terrible with aim right now. Just lock on burst this all night as he jumps up. And kill these imps. Okay, so that's everything we have to worry about. It's the same thing for this tentacle. We are going to do full charge D-Blade into a PB. And the way that we do that is we punch this, and then when the cutscene's about to end, start holding right click so you immediately start charging. Like now. Oh, then I messed it up for myself. It's okay, we'll do it again. Did I not take the full damage? Okay. This is screw with Freyden the level right now. Like, look at that! Why did you go so far? We're frozen. Okay. So, apparently I'm just cursed right now, but that does work. Just full charge the D-Blade while you're in the cutscene, or like right immediately after the cutscene ends. You do it in PB. I mean, I can already prove that it works because I did it to the first one at the start of this level. I'm just being a bad player right now, I guess. And then we have some shenanigans going on with the Doom Hunter just flying around. Actually, you don't need to armor stack here because there is a Sentinel armor over here. So this next arena with the fog, it's a bunch of mecha zombies, and then you have the possessed Arachnotron. Then when it pops out and the spirit is out, you get like 3 Spectre Pinkies. And then after you kill all those, you get a Doom Hunter for the final part of the fight. The strategy that I like to use is just do a meat hook boost off of one of the mecha zombies to put myself on the pillar in the top middle. The lock-on rockets will kill the Arachnotron in 3 bursts, and then I just dispel the spirit while I'm up there as well. You can go down and fight the 3 Spectre Pinkies if you want, but I like to just shoot off a BFG there to clear everything out so I can take on the Doom Hunter 1v1. You don't need to, but there is BFG ammo very quickly afterwards, so there's kind of not really a reason not to, because like I said, we don't like wasting BFG charges. You might as well use all of them on Ultra Nightmare, unless you're literally just doing a challenge to not use super weapons. So we're gonna start with our SSG out so we can do the meat hook. Jump, meat hook, jump. Oh, I screwed that up too. Alright. There we go. And then I locked onto a zombie. We're having a great time. I don't know what's wrong right now. I am playing terribly, and the game is doing weird things. Let's see if this one likes to move too. Did not have enough rockets, actually. It's on me. And they all die, so I'm still not going to have enough rockets. Okay. So that can go a lot smoother. I don't actually know what happened to my first 2 meat hook boosts. I did it right. I jumped, meat hook, jumped again. It just didn't give me the vertical height. Maybe I jumped too late or I jumped too early. But that's the strategy that I like to use. We're gonna stack a bit here because... Okay. We're gonna stack a bit here because I don't have armor. And I just flat out refused to shoot right there. It was also on me. Alright. So we're going to BFG this next spot too. This is a Tyrant, and 2 Spectre Whiplashes. It's the same deal, we're only BFGing because there's 2 BFG ammo like right close back to back before we even get to the next arena. And also, do not go up the stairs, or if you do go up the stairs, just don't go too far where the Tyrant is when he spawns. Because when you go up there, if you don't go up there, I should say, you, for some reason, don't get the Possessed Hell Knight in the next spot afterwards. It's been that way for me every time, as long as I don't go up the stairs. Just don't go up the stairs and kill the Tyrant from down below. And for whatever reason, there is no Possessed Hell Knight in the next little spot. So there we go. Just throw some. That didn't even go close. I don't have rockets, so I'm gonna have to do PB Ballista. It's fine. Get some ammo here so we have some rockets. He died to the trap. I was gonna chainsaw him as well, but I guess we're not doing that now. 9 rockets, it's enough. If you didn't know, back here in this back right corner, the secret area has BFG ammo in it. I should have chainsawed that guy. I avoided using rockets on that Hell Knight just so we could use them for up here. Now, since this has been being weird and not giving me my beat hook boosts and having Doom Hunters skate around after they're frozen, it's probably still going to give me the Possessed, even though I didn't go up the stairs. We'll see. Yep. Ripped that strat. It's okay, it's not very hard anyway. I hit a chainsaw on this guy. Rockets back out. Chainsaw PB, or Rock on Rockets PB. Pull him up. We're getting all the weird stuff in this run, but every other time that I have done that strategy where I do not go up the stairs, it gives me no Possessed Hell Knight. Jumping puzzle. I assume everybody would know how to do this, but there is a little skip. This part right here, you don't need to shoot the button at all. Well, just killed myself. We're having all the fun in this run. Fun zone has been engaged. But you don't need to shoot this button, you can just go past it. Wow. I did it again. I think I'm just trying to go too quickly. Skip it. Dash across. There we go. And second BFG charge right here, so now we're back to full. I get a chainsaw off here just to make sure I'm at maximum ammo. This Pinky you can skip, and we can skip everything after him too. Just jump over him. And right here you can just meat hook swing. Up here, there's a pain elemental that spawns behind us, but he won't do anything. Will not chase you up here. Alright, so this arena, I do have an exact spawn order and trigger demons. So you hit the button, you get a buff totem, and then you get 4 revenants. When 2 revenants die, you're going to get 2 prowlers, the first of which will spawn right here, and then the other prowler spawns back there. We're going to kill both prowlers before moving back on. Generally what I do is, I kill this Prowler right here. I kill another Revenant. Generally, the other Prowler is somewhere around here. Kill him. Finish off the last one. When that happens... I didn't mean to do that. When that happens, you get a Carcass and a Hell Knight right here where I'm aiming. And we full charge D-Blade. That will kill the Carcass and put the Hell Knight in Glory Kill. There's also 3 more Carcasses and another Hell Knight that spawns back here. The Hell Knight is the trigger for the next phase. So we're going to kite around the second Hell Knight until we kill all 3 Carcass. And then we will go back here in this back corner around where that jump pad is. We will kill the Hell Knight. And then there's going to be a buff totem like right here, along with 2 Tyrants. One of which is right around the corner from the buff totem. When you kill either Tyrant, you will get 2 Barons to spawn. 1 back there in the corner up above where this jump pad is. And you'll get 1 right here. I generally kill the Tyrant right next to the buff totem and come around, and then I deal with this Baron, and then I deal with this Baron because he usually catches up about the time this one dies. Then you finish off the final Tyrant. When both Tyrants and both Barons are dead, you then get a possessed Baron in the back here, up at the top of that jump pad. When he gets damaged to like 75% or half or so, a second Baron spawns again, another one right here. There's 2 ways you can go about doing this. You can use a single BFG, which will hurt it enough to instantly spawn the other Baron, or you can double BFG it and it'll instantly die, and then you dispel the spirit before the other Baron even catches up. The trade-off is if you double BFG here, then you can't double BFG one of the fights in the Holt. So it's pick your poison. The one that I usually double BFG if I wait for the Holt is the Tyrant one, just because he has a lot more HP and I like getting him out of there early so I can deal with the rest of the stuff without having to worry about a possessed Tyrant. Generally though, I would say this arena is more dangerous, so I would double BFG this one. And I know that was a lot to take in, but I'm going to be calling the stuff out as I do the arena. First, we're going to hit up this buff totem, lock on this first Revenant, lock on a second Revenant, look for this Prowler, lock on a third Revenant, look for Prowler number 2. Then we're going to pop a chainsaw to top our rockets back off. We're going to hit this one, instantly start charging. Boom. He's dead. And now we're looking for 3 other Carcass. Okay, that's 2 dead. We're just gonna kite around this other Hell Knight until we're done. Got a little awkward right there, got hung up with some geometry. So we pulled out the chain gun. Now we're looking for 1 more Carcass. And we're doing the same thing we always do, going around in circles, looking for opportunity. And there it is. That should be the final Carcass, so we are going to take our rockets back out and come back up here. Actually, we have to wait for the Hell Knight to catch up. There he is. Lock on him. Fell off. It's fine. Blood punched the the buff totem, getting all the little cool little bugs. And blood punched the glory kill guy, so we definitely are getting all the bugs. Alright, so now we're just gonna pick a Tyrant and we're gonna DPS the crap out of him. I think we'll do this guy right here just fine. You can also punch him, but he was actually dead right there. That was a lot of gargoyle spam. Almost killed us. So we have 2 Barons. We're definitely dealing with them first, but we're going to play it safe. There is a full heal up there, but I like saving it for after the encounter, and I'm pretty confident I can finish this. Gonna damage that one a bit. Blood Punch falters. Pick up some more healing. Doing the same thing, we're going in circles, just looking for openings. Barons have caught up to us. We need to hit a chainsaw. But right here, we're gonna do the chain gun thing because there's a shield soldier right there. Alright, that's one Baron dead. Now we can combo down this one pretty safely. I jumped off the map. Alright. Another chainsaw. Alright, so now we just have Tyrant. I'm gonna stack up a little bit because we have the Possessed Baron coming in immediately after. Just out of range for that. I think that's good enough, so we will... be a little careful because he's doing his wah wah wah. Alright, now we're gonna instantly shoot a BFG shot up there. Come grab this one, shoot another one, get your microwave beam out, start looking for the second Baron. And there we go. This encounter is done. That was done very sloppy by me, but at least that should show like the general strategy to use. Apparently I am just feeling a little off right now with Doom. We still got it done. We are going to chainsaw this last boy. Okay, now we take up the full heal. It's like nothing ever happened. Another bad positioning or weird things happened. Never happened. Alright, I'm gonna take a drink real quick. So next, on the right hand side, I'm gonna have to talk about most of this stuff now because it's the green bubble spheres. And those just go back to back. I could pause in between, but that'd be a little strange. Basically, we're going to be using sticky bombs a lot for the first couple. Because you have a lot of dudes coming into a small area, and these sticky bombs are very great for AoE clearing, especially since it's fully mastered and we have 5-spot. General thing is just to try and flame belch when there's like 3 to 5 enemies grouped up together, so you get a big pool of armor back. Definitely do the lock-on rockets and things like that to the Hell Knights and the Dread Knights, just because you're playing in such a small space if you don't want to go out in the fog. You can chain gun shield if you have to go out in the fog, and it will block the damage. But it's basically just going to be a lot of like sticky bombs and jumping around and moving. Just constantly be moving when you're in these little bubbles. Like that's the theme of Doom anyway, but like it's very big when you're doing this side. Hopefully our whiplashes, because we hate whiplashes here. Mr. Kako. There he is. Where you going, bud? Right. So, the beginning, it's just regular soldiers and these zombies. So just keep moving around, jumping like this. Get your big flame belches. And then at the end here, we're going to have a single Cyber Mancubus. He's right behind me. It's great timing. Do the regular Cyber Mancubus thing. Then we're going to frag, chainsaw, Pull out the chain gun shield because it'll block some of the ticks you would take without being inside the dog. It's a little area of influence, not being inside the dog. That's monk ass. Alright. Same thing. Except this time it's imps. And we're gonna have 2 whiplashes and 2 hell knights at the end. First whiplash. I advise just bullying them if you can. Because it's just they're not it's a very small area to be dealing with the whiplashes and then the lock-on rockets for the hell knights. Pick up a chainsaw, chain gun shield, just so you don't take the damage. And now we have 3 Dread Knights and a Caco Demon and a Mancubus. It's going to be 2 Dread Knights on their own at first. I don't know, where did he go? I'm going to chain gun bully because I'm feeling a little weirded out by this guy over here. Okay. Now we're going to have a 3rd Dread Knight. The Mancubus does not come until the Caco is dead. Okay. Got a little hairy. I kept hitting the wall with my rockets. Chain gun again. Now we have nothing but shield soldiers. We're gonna once again do the sticky bombs around their feet to put them in glory kill. Then at the end we have a Spectre Pinky and a Baron of Hell. There's the Pinky. We can't fully meme the Baron, unfortunately. That's okay. Now for this last one, we have a turret and a Marauder. We're gonna instant pop the turret and then switch to the Marauder. There you go. Now we're gonna restack as much as we can here, pick up all the ammo and things we can. Now, there is a Sentinel armor up here that we're gonna go ahead and get just because we didn't have any armor coming out of that. Then we have the second jump puzzle that hopefully I won't just play terribly like the first one. Skip. You can skip this button as well. Just hit that and double dash. Then you can also skip that platform by jumping in, double dashing. Now this arena, or well not arena, this encounter coming up here is supposed to be a possessed Hell Knight and a regular Hell Knight, but the past couple times I've practiced this, it's been possessed Imp and then 2 regular Hell Knights. And so, but the way the luck has been going in this particular Blood Swamps, it's going to be the possessed one. Possessed Hell Knight, I mean. First we have a bunch of fodder. Some imps, and we're going to try and armor stack if we can. Oh, it's a Regular Hell Knight. Okay. And yeah, there's the possessed imp. So we got the meme. Just gonna lock on burst both of these boys. And then laugh at possessed imp. If you needed it, there is a full heal right here. Alright, so this fight does not have trigger demons in the same way that the other arena does, where like killing the Hell Knights would spawn the next wave, so you could possibly have Prowlers and Carcasses still up if you didn't take them out first. This one is straight up a Cyber Mancubus plus 2 regular Mancubus and 2 Barons. When all of those die, you get 4 Revenants. When the last Revenant dies, you get 3 Arachnotrons, one of which is possessed. Which, if you're going to do this without BFG, you would take out the 2 regular Arachnotrons first. Because when the possessed dies and the spirit comes out, the first Archvile spawns. And then when the Archvile gets damaged a little bit, a Doomhunter spawns behind you, and then when that Archvile fully dies, a second Archvile spawns behind you. If you want to do BFG strats, you can. Like, I would recommend it just to make it easier. But if you choose not to do BFG strats here, you will get a second BFG charge, because there is one in this room, which would mean that you can double BFG something in the Holt, whether it's the big arena before the Possessed Tyrant or the Possessed Tyrant fight itself. Not using a BFG here would allow you to double BFG in the Holt, but I don't think it's completely needed, so we are just going to BFG here just for the safety of it. So take out that guy like normal. You can come up here and get this Mancubus out. Pop both weak points, and then I like to hit this and drop the frag. There's our BFG shot. Now we need to look for something to chainsaw. I also like trying to do this. Charging up a D-blade right there. Funneling them in. Alright, the Barons are both in the middle, so I'm going to kite around the outside. Okay. Got me. I'll give you that one. Chain gun, just in case he's right behind us. That's one Baron down. Now we're just going to find the other one. Right, he's right behind us. Oh, that was a double leap. Okay. So, right here, kill 3 Revenants, leave the last one alive, so that you can chainsaw top back up. We're not going to use any more rockets because we're going to need those for our Archviles. Alright. So now we're just looking for an easy chainsaw target. Bash some fodder to get some health. Make sure you leave behind 75 plasma ammo. BFG this way. Start hitting the spirit and the Archvile is going to spawn. Ice Bomb it. Double lock on. Now jump up here and up here. And then we throw frag and then double lock on. Well, I think he might have got out of all of it. That's okay. He actually did not blood punch falter, which is a bit sketch, but it's normal for this current run. Normally, if you time it right, I did mistime it there. That was a misplay on my part. If you time it right, you can throw the frag, and then the frag explosion will falter the Archvile, so that you can do the double lock on without him teleporting away like he did to me. I just mistimed it a bit and shot before the frag had faltered him. I kind of want him to get off of that platform before we go to Kill him. There we go. Now we do this like normal. Ice Bomb, SSG, Blood Punch, SSG. I don't know what just boosted us right there, but that was pretty funny. Alright, this encounter is now over. So now we're just cleaning up fodder and restacking. Okay, that's the end of it. So now all we have left is the quote-unquote boss fight, which is the 2 boxes. It's a very easy fight. If you use meat hook boosts, then it like kind of breaks the AI of the Hell Knights and the Pinkies that are meant to pressure you while you're doing the fight. They just kind of like stand there and look at you while you're flying through the air. So what I recommend doing for this fight is doing a standard meat hook boost of jump, meat hook, jump again, and then like dash to keep yourself in the air longer, and do PB ballista cycles on the eyes. And then when one dies, just meat hook, swing around to it, punch it. And then you do that a second time, and then you have both eyes at the same time. It's just repeat the same thing 3 times. Alright. So as soon as he goes up, we're gonna meat hook boost. Just like that. As you saw, the Hell Knight was just kind of standing there until I landed. And then he tried to leap at me. Now we do the 3rd phase. I'm going to chainsaw just to make sure we have enough. Wow, I didn't punch. Or at least it didn't register my punch, I should say. Okay, game. We're just getting all the bugs. Now it just won't let me punch things. Angry. Now the Holt is the final level, and it's not actually that bad at all. There's only 3 real fights in here that can be hard. I don't like this level though. Like the music just isn't Doom to me, and the fights are just kind of meh. But there's 3 particular fights that can be a problem. The first one with the possessed, and then the giant arena, where it's like 5 waves, and then you have the possessed tyrant. Those are like the only 3 things, I should say, that I find are hard. Then we have Bloodmakers that come in now, because that's fun. Even though they've been nerfed a bit, they stay open up for headshots a little longer. They were actually really nice this time. They did it both back to back very quickly. Alright. There we go. Now we have an Arachnotron and 2 Imps, which nobody should ever have a problem with. And what we're going to do here is full charge our D-Blade. D-Blade plus a PB puts him in Glory Kill, and then you can just do whatever you want. This is the first arena that has problems. You get a Bloodmaker at the start. When the Bloodmaker dies, you then get 2 Cyber Mancubus and a Hell Knight. The weird thing is that there's a little RNG to this arena, and that which one of them spawns in Possessed is random. It's either a Cyber Mancubus or the Hell Knight, and I don't know what causes it. I think it's just totally random. You prefer to get the Hell Knight because then you just do double lock-on burst and it dies. The Possessed Cybermank is much worse. I guess the poison hurts a lot more, and because you can't break weak points or anything while they're possessed, they keep their armor, so you have to waste a lot of ammo into a possessed Cybermancubus. Once the spirit is out, then a Bloodmaker instantly spawns and tries to open up on you. So, like, you just want to microwave beam the spirit for like a second just to stop it from starting to go into something else. Pop the Bloodmaker, go back to the spirit, and then you will get some whiplashes. I think it's 2. And then after the whiplashes, you get, it's either 4 or 5 Mancubus. I think it's 4, but you get 4 regular Mancs, and then after you kill those, you get a Tyrant and a Marauder. I recommend killing the Tyrant first because you can just meat hook fly around him and DPS him down to stay out of reach of the Marauder, and then you just finish the Marauder like normal. I wouldn't recommend going for a 1 cycle in here versus this Marauder because there's a shit ton of imps that are running around, and they won't let you stand there and do the 1 cycle combo unless you just get like the perfect distance where they're all on one side of the arena and you the Marauder on the other. But I'll try and call out the orders as I'm doing this like normal. But right off the bat, it is a Bloodmaker.
That's Vega. You left him here on your last mission.
Alright, now it's either going to be Possessed Mancubus or Possessed Baron. Or not Baron, Possessed Hell Knight, and it's Cyber Mank. The way this run has been going, I am not surprised they gave me the harder one. I actually should have done the Ice Bomb combo there, because I can't Ice Bomb the Cyber Mank while it's possessed. But we're just gonna run around spamming rockets and stuff into it. I need to either chainsaw or find a Maker drone. There we go. Another frag, some more of these. Bloodmaker. I'm just resetting its timer. Alright, we're just gonna have to let that one go. Oh, and it went into a whiplash. That is terrible. Alright, so panicked a little bit right there. Not a whole lot, but that whiplash is gonna give us problems because she is very, very fast. I would prefer to get this Bloodmaker out of the way because he's a pain in the ass. Right? We're gonna full charge this D-Blade and get rid of that other whiplash so we can deal with the possessed one on its own. And the best way to deal with this situation is just hold it in place with microwave beam and then frag it. There we go. Now we have all the Mancubus. Alright, so we're gonna just take it slow, break weak points, go around the room. Get some glory kill HP here. Try and restack some armor. There's no more Maker drones, I don't think, when you get to this phase. We're gonna have to chainsaw something. This imp will do fine. Then once again, we're going back to break its weak points. Somehow that one's already been broken. Alright, now we have the Marauder and the Tyrant. So we're going to get the Marauder to come down here. And then we are going to meat hook swing up here. Oh, I'm out. That's unfortunate. I ran out of ammo. Get a chain gun shield out of this. That's another bug. If you can see, my chain gun shield went on cooldown. Did not give me the shield, though. Bugged run. GG. Alright, so we're still going to go for the same thing, even though we had that unfortunate turn of events. Get him out of here first. Okay, there we go. Where is he? Let's see if we can get an arbalist, at least an arbalist start into him. There we go. We're gonna need to hit another chainsaw because we're low on plasma. Then we're gonna chain gun in case he's right behind us. Alright, there we go. That room got a little hairy pretty quickly, but we're okay. I said this once in my base game walkthrough as well, but if everything goes perfect, you know your run's doomed to fail. So it's the run where things actually go wrong and you manage to recover that you win. If everything's going perfect, something random is going to kill you. It's just like a law of the universe. So right here, we are gonna swap that ice bomb over. Here we go. So that's cleared out. We could chainsaw these tentacles, but I have no interest. Right here, we're gonna have 3 imps that try to like run us down to the possessed arachnotron, which we will go do, but we're gonna stack a little on them first. For a second, it looked like it spawned in unpossessed, and I was about to ask many questions. Alright, so we need to pick up... Oh, hi. Why were you so delayed? I'm gonna put on Arbalist right here, because there's 2 Cacos that are gonna spawn and we're just gonna Arbalist them. There's full heal right there that I recommend picking up after you deal with the possessed. So we're just gonna Arbalist both of these because it's simple, then we'll go back to D-Blade. There's always an invisible wall right there, so don't go too far up the tree. It'll troll you. When we get about halfway across here, we have a Mancubus spawn in, but I'm stopping here because after the Mancubus, there are 2 shield soldiers. We are going to meat hook boost off of one of them to get up to the ledge where the gas is, which will allow us to skip going down low where the turret and stuff is. And then we jump around, we hit the other tree, and because we meat hook boosted up, we also don't get the pinky on the tree. But the important thing is, when you pick up the second gas can, try not to chainsaw after you do it, because we will want 3 fuel for the pillars, the Maker Pillars encounter. If you have to chainsaw, it's fine, it's just, it helps if you don't. Makes it a little easier. So jump up here. Then you don't even need to touch that tree, you can just go around it. Like I said, no pinky. Another punch that didn't work. So we're gonna take out our D-Blade here, because the next encounter starts with 2 shield soldiers. And then we get 2 Spectre Whiplashes, and then a horde of imps. And then we have 2 Dread Knights and a Carcass. So we're gonna do a single charge D-Blade at the beginning here, then we're gonna rocket and frag the first Whiplash, and then ideally we D-Blade the second one. Okay, she ran away from it, so I'm just gonna ice bomb just to guarantee that. Now we have imps spawning in that we're gonna armor stack on. Now we have Dread Knights. I'm gonna do the Dread Knights in the same fashion that we always do, or try to do, is lock on PB, and then a single PB Ballista. Deal with him. Alright, we have to kill the fodder. So we're gonna switch back to Arbalist here. Go around the room first and collect any ammo or armor that you need. This is the third chainsaw fuel that we're going to use in just a little bit. We have 244 ammo, so I'm not going to pick up any more plasma as that would be a waste. Do not pick up this full heal either. We either use that in the second part of the Maker Pillars fight or to top off after this entire encounter. But what I like to do here is punch this, jump up, and then we go to this back corner so we can see the entire thing. We're going to Arbalist 3 Cacos, and then we're going to Pain Falter this Pain Elemental. Just like that. Now, once again, we go around and collect mostly plasma ammo, because we're going to need that. Avoid the full heal. This is enough plasma. Pick up some rockets if we have any more. Okay, so when you hit this, the walls are going to become electrified, kind of like how the floor was electrified for that first one. The possessed Hell Knight is going to spawn right here. Double lock on burst it. And then hit it with the microwave beam for the spirit. There is a Cybermank that's going to spawn right here. And you want to kind of kite around here while you're killing the spirit so he doesn't poison you. We're going to kill it in standard fashion with the Ice Bomb, Blood Punch SSG. About that time, there's going to be a Dread Knight that spawns around about here. That's who our chainsaw target is, because he is very dangerous when you're in all these small spaces between the pillars. And then we just have 2 carcasses and some sealed soldiers and 2 prowlers. So we hit the button, go back over here, double lock on, start dispelling and move this way. Ice Bomb. And here's the Dread Knight. Chainsaw it. And now we just have to worry about the prowlers and the carcass mostly. Shield soldiers can be a pain too, but they usually don't rush you. I think that may have killed the other prowler, so... No, I still hear him. Then one more... Yep. One more zombie. Oh, is there another one? Oh, hi. Alright. So now is when you can take the full heal if you need it. We are full, so we're not going to. There is another BFG shot up in there, but we are saving that for later. This next arena can be kind of a pain. There's a lot going on, but I'll pause and talk about that here in a minute because they're about to spew at us.
Doesn't know what you did in the swamp. Maybe he thinks you're here to help him.
Okay, so at the start of this room, there are 3 Mancubus and some Maker drones, and that's about it. And, well, regular fodder as well. When you kill 2 of the Mancubus, then you get 3 Spectre Whiplashes. and then you get double Caco and some carcasses and prowlers. The Caco demons are the trigger for the next phase, so we want to try. We don't need to kill all of them, but at least try and clear out most of the carcass and most of the prowlers. This arena is pretty big, so you can dodge around them, but it's still a good idea to kill as much as you can before advancing the phase. When you kill the second Caco demon, you're going to hear a screech. That is the Bloodmaker spawning in. And when you pop that Bloodmaker, there's going to be a buff totem that spawns. Ideally, you kind of kite it around until you're close to the buff totem and then pop it there, so you can immediately kill the buff totem. But at the same time that first Bloodmaker pops up, you're going to have 2 Hell Knights, and I think some more carcasses and prowlers. I don't have all of these fights in the DLC completely memorized and play this a lot off of feeling. So this is basically just like subconscious memory. After you kill the second after you kill that Bloodmaker and the Hell Knights, you get a second Bloodmaker and some other stuff. And when you clear out all of that, you then get the final phase, which is 3 Barons and a Bloodmaker. I recommend on the final phase shooting a BFG into the air when that final Bloodmaker spawns. You can do without it, but the BFG will instantly get rid of the Bloodmaker shield and just allow you to kill it outright, because it always spawns in the same spot at like the top middle platform in this arena. And then you have like 3 Barons that are at half HP. It just makes it way easier for the final phase. You do not have to BFG. If you don't BFG here, it will allow you to, like I talked about before, it'll allow you to double BFG the Tyrant. But personally, I don't find that necessary. So what we're going to do is we're going to go this way. I like going this way because I play around the outside, as I've said before, going in circles around the arena, like looking for opportunities. You can go this way, and if you do, there'll be a Mancubus that basically drops down right in front of you. We're going to go around the outside. There's going to be a second Mancubus up top middle right now. Now when this one dies is when the Spectres start. I forgot to put on my D-Blade, because that's normally how I deal with these. Did not mean to blood punch, but that works. Alright, now we should have Prowlers and Carcasses and the Cacos. I'm gonna try and at least deal with the Prowlers. Ideally, the Carcass too. If I can find him. I thought he was bottom mid from the way that shield was. There he is. Okay, I believe we just have the 2 Cacos now. I'm going to look to pop a Maker Drone or a Chainsaw. Yep. Just to get my ammo back. Let's find our meatball boys. That's one. There's the other. Now, we're gonna immediately have a Bloodmaker Screech. Yep. And then this right here is where the Blood Totem spawns. Or the Buff Totem, I mean. Come on, open up. There we go. Immediately just get that out of the way. And now there's the other Bloodmaker. We want to get rid of the Hell Knights. Yeah, and then there is more Carcasses. Alright. I think there's one more thing we need to kill. It might be a Carcass. And then the final wave starts. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna BFG in the air. I'm gonna come up here and get this Bloodmaker immediately. And now we have 3 weak Barons to deal with. Nice prediction, bruh. Alright, now this fight's over. So now we just do the standard, we try to go for some restack. Pop off our chainsaw. Okay. Now, as I said, we're only going to have one BFG for the possessed tyrant, but that's going to be okay. So we're going to keep our D-Blade on. The way that we start this fight with the possessed tyrant is the one that spawns on the left of the bridge. And then you have it's possessed tyrant on the left side, you have a regular tyrant on the right side. When you kill either of them, whether it's the possessed or the normal tyrant, you get a Doom Hunter that spawns on the back of the bridge. And then when both tyrants are dead and the Doom Hunter gets dismounted, I believe it is. I think it's just the dismount. You get a Hell Knight and a Bloodmaker, and that's like the end of the fight. It's actually really not a lot of stuff. It's a very small, slender area on the bridge, and then you have like a small semicircle that kind of funnels you into these little tunnels. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with our D-Blade and pre-charge it at the possessed tyrant. And then we're going to throw some frags, and then we're going to do some rockets. And if we do it like... Basically, I actually forgot a step there. What we're doing is we do the pre-charge D-Blade plus a frag, then we swap to BFG so that we stun lock it as it's coming in, because the BFG still stuns. We throw another frag, we do some lock-on bursts. About that time, it's dead. If not, we can always switch to the microwave beam and hold it in place so that it's not stopping around and, you know, doing its wah-wah-wah attack, its super fast speeds and all that. Double BFG makes it faster, but I don't think it's needed. I believe the other fights are way more deserving. So we pre-charge, throw a frag, BFG him, other frag, then just jump around doing some lock-on bursts. There we go. We can ice bomb him if we just want to do this safely. See, now we have the Doom Hunter since that guy died. But we're going to play around the Doom Hunter for now. We're just going to try and get this other tyrant. He's about half HP. That's another tip you can do, is you can use the microwave beam to see how hurt something is. Wow, that zombie literally almost ended that. Okay, we're gonna pick up this health right here. Is it back? It is back. Alright, so we are going to do the normal strat. Now we have the Bloodmaker, and there should be a Hell Knight behind us. Oh no, the Hell Knight didn't spawn. Interesting. There is still a Hell Knight here. I have practiced this since they nerfed it. There is still usually a Hell Knight here, he just didn't spawn. Right here is another instance where you can go left or right. I personally think the left is easier because it's just a bunch of pinkies. How rude. As I was saying, I think the left is easier because it's just a bunch of pinkies and some maker drones. There are two cybermanks, but they're generally far enough away that the poison's not too big of a deal, and then you can just deal with them on your own time. But there's a lot of blood punch charges. This is just far easier to me than going for all the shield soldiers because they kill you very fast. Oh, didn't mean to do that, meant to dash. So what I recommend is just ice bomb, get some flame belch on, and punch you some pinkies. Now we will go for one of the cybermechs. And then the maker drones in here, they drop so much health, they'll fully give you your blood punches back. Alright, so now we just have some pinkies and some maker drones. Don't quite have Ice Bomb back yet. I just like getting them all together and then Ice Bomb popping them. There we go. And now we're fully stacked. There we go. If you need to after that, you have the full heal orb right here. But we are done now, except for the final boss fight, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. But first, we are going to go get our BFG charges, because we are going to double BFG at one point in the Samur boss fight. Oh, I forgot to do the double jump after the monkey bar. There we go. So there's one right here, and then we fast travel back to the maker pillars to get the other. We got another glitch. That happens sometimes where you spawn in and it just throws you. I'm not sure why, but it just happens sometimes. This is glitch the walkthrough. Now we fast travel back to the Holy Chamber. So all we have left is the final boss, and he is quite the pain. Samur is 5 phases. The first phase, it's just you and him, and the only mechanic that you have to deal with other than his 3 little orbs that he shoots is he sometimes spawns electric eyes. A PB ballista will instant kill the eyes if you really want to. You can also just kill one and leave the other up, and he'll never resummon them until you kill both. Headshots do slightly more damage to Samur. It's not a whole lot, but if you keep hitting him in the head, it is noticeable. I'm not sure what the exact percentage is, maybe like 15. But when he's about to die, you always want to get close to him, and this is for every phase. Well, I guess phase 1 and 4, because it's the only time you really actually fight him. You want to get close to him right before you finish him off, because he drops full ammo every time, and that's important. Phase 2 is a possessed Hell Knight and a possessed Mancubus. We go for the Hell Knight first, and then we do actually micro missiles and frags to kill the possessed Mancubus. The possessed Hell Knight, we do normal stuff, like just lock on bursts. For the third phase, it's on a 1-minute timer. You don't actually have to kill the Caco demons that are in there, but I like doing it anyway, just to do like sticky bomb and then meat hook to them just for the armor stacking, so I can get full armor going into phase 4. There is a cheese you can do after phase 2 to get full armor before you go into phase 3, but it takes a lot of time. You get 10 armor at a time. And then you have the phase 4, which is him again, except now there's blood makers, and the platforms are up. So you want to stay as high up in the air as you can at all times on the final 2 phases. So take the portal up to one of the top ones. As soon as you hear a blood maker spawn, that is your top priority. Get rid of them ASAP. If you happen to be on a platform that's high enough to get hit by an electric eye, you can take it out, or you can just move platforms past it. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but it's the same deal. Try to do PB ballista headshots on Samur to kill him the quickest, and just like with the first phase, try to be close to him when he dies in phase 4 so that you get full ammo back. Phase 5 is a possessed Pain Elemental and a possessed Dread Knight, and this is the part that will probably end your run if you make it this far. But the strategy that I've found that works really well is to double BFG the Pain Elemental. Try to hit it with a direct hit if you can, because it takes bonus damage if the actual BFG orb hits it. but double BFG it, and then hold it in place with microwave beam. You'll have 250 ammo coming into that phase if you were close enough to Samur. So then you can just microwave beam what's remaining of its health as long as at least one of the BFGs hit it. If not, you might have to do a lock-on burst or two and then microwave beam it. And then basically right around the time that the Pain Elemental dies, there's going to be a Bloodmaker. Depending on how far you are into your microwave beam, it can be better to just finish it, or it can be better to take out the Bloodmaker. But after this initial phase, after the initial part of phase 5, Bloodmaker is always first priority. When you kill it, you get about 15 seconds to do whatever you want. And after the Pain Elemental is gone, we can kill the Dread Knight within like that 15-second window if we're quick enough. And then when that spirit's out, we ice bomb the Pain Element, the normal Pain Elemental that's going to respawn, and then finish off the other spirit. That is the most consistent strat, and the way that we deal with the Dread Knight is we double frag it while holding it with microwave beam, because as I discussed earlier, the frags and blood punches still do full damage to possessed demons. That's also, once again, a lot to take in, but I will go through it as we do the fight. This is where you will most likely lose your run. If you're not very confident in phase 4 and 5, especially with the Bloodmakers, I recommend hot swapping to Chrono Strike, just to make sure you get the headshot on them, because they are the thing that will end you. And if you really feel like you need it, you can put on Saving Throw. I don't like to use Saving Throw in my Ultra Nightmare runs, but if you really need it, use Saving Throw. I recommend not keeping it on the whole time, though. Just if you ever see the low HP pop up, pause, put Saving Throw on, and then you'll either recover or you won't. And that's just how it goes. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. Final fight. Mr. Samur here. PB Ballista to the head if you can. As you can see, he dies pretty quick if you do that. We're going to take out this eye because it's next to us. Didn't even fire there. And we get over here real quick. We get the ammo. We're going to go immediately right and drop off the platform. Use the blood punch because he was currently stuck by that. Now what we do is we're going to lock on burst. We're actually going to switch to micro missiles here and spam micro missiles while throwing both frags at the Mancubus and jumping around. That kills the spirit very quickly. Ice bomb. Phase done. Get your ammo back. If you want to do the cheesy strat to get your armor back, it's just simply doing this. You get 10 armor every time that you meet hook SSG Blast Samur, and this shotgun ammo always respawns. I don't want to do that. It takes too long. One thing that I do like doing, though, is I take off Blood Fueled and I put on Dazed and Confused for this, because we have the Kako phase now. And before I forget, I'm going to put my Precision Bolt back on. I believe it's about 3 Kakos in when they start spawning doubles, but I like doing this just to get my armor back. Go. Yeah, now they're spawning doubles. Like I said, you don't need to do this. I just like doing it to keep my armor stacked. You can totally ignore all of this. You just have to survive for 60 seconds. Alright, here we go. I get off of that platform because that's where he spawns. And now it's the same thing. PB Ballista until you hear the Bloodmaker. Alright. Bloodmaker top priority now. Good. Now we want to go through this portal to get back up high. Just watch Samur's health. We don't want to get him too low. We're probably going to get a second Bloodmaker. Yep. Let's deal with him first. Go back up high. Find Samur. Alright, now we're going to wait for him to come close. So we can get the ammo, take out the BFG. Immediately jump to the left and BFG the Pain Elemental. Nice. Alright, so now what we're doing is this. Oh. Okay, well, we're gonna have to take a hiatus on that. Get this full heal. Alright, the Bloodmaker is back. So we're looking for Mr. Bloodmaker. Do your thing, bud. Alright. Go back up high, find him. Throw frags. Ice Bomb, the Pain Elemental. And now you've won. GG. This was a very weird run. A lot of things went wrong and wacky, especially in Blood Swamps. But as I said, it's the runs where things go wrong and you manage to recover that you win. If everything goes perfect, you fail. But anyway, hopefully this has been helpful for how to handle DLC 1 on Ultra Nightmare. Maybe you learned some strategies or more efficient ways to kill demons. We're just gonna chill now and watch the cutscene. And then I will do a DLC 2 Ultra Nightmare run walkthrough as well. That's actually the skin that I'm currently wearing, is the skull face.